Tutty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to the Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack. Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. The play action fake. Dances away. Fires on the move. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that's not exactly the most advantageous situation as the ball is spotted at their own 40-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
With jet sweep pass. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Here's the give off the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. They'll try the counter. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into...
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's the end of the first quarter. TCU 7, Ole Miss 0.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back, They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires and picked off.
What the fuck is my quarterback doing?
In on him after a good
What
return on
the
the
fuck is
interception.
my quarterback
When you get
doing,
that
man?
quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that,
OMG.
you roll with him. Those linebackers are
Ugh.
supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Running back searching for a hole. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They knock him down right there. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll run the option. He'll toss him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And he intercepts it. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense set for a first down play. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, TCU. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wide out in motion. Snowed under by the defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll line up for a second down play. Tosses it back. He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on second down. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running to the left.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take...
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but The big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Smashes through. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over South Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Yankee blue, green 25.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The ball's free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Dave.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Horned Frogs get it past the sticks.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. Game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 28, Ole Miss 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running with power. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Adams. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. And the Rebels get it past the sticks.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. Off he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Lion, cricket, gorilla, hornet.
He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we talked about it all week. These two teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over the Coyotes. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Sweet cut there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He'll try it again. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. On target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good, the game winner. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those hard